Yeah. What's up, y'all? Ice Coleon the God. I'm back. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. Share this thing. This right here is a OG Crip from out of Cali talking about Trey Day, one of Snoop Dogg homies from back in the days, the East Siders. I don't know if y'all remember that rap group. Well, he was a part of that, and him and Snoop Dogg had a little falling out. It was a shootout behind that. So, this clip right here, he's explaining the whole situation on Snoop Dogg with his beef out there with saying that he's a fake Crip and all of that. So check this clip out and, tell me what y'all think. Hit that like button.
They invited a real one up there. Well, shout out to Trady. Trady's real. Trady's real. Shout out is my homie too. Like if I got a big homie, it's gonna be shout out from Insane. You know what I mean? So they having all these pool parties for us at Snoop House in Claremont before he moved to San Dimas, where he's at Diamond Bar now. So they would have us come up there. You know what I mean? Like a certain chosen ones would come. Well, they brought the wrong one up there that day because Shawdog was always about like, okay, you commercial banging Trady with Snoop kinda, and you not helping us out. So he was on Trady head. You feel me? About like helping the hood out. So Trady real, Trady solid. It's just, they brought a real Crip up there. It was about that life. I'm talking about niggas that look like Holyfield, Buster Douglas. I'm saying, Right. So he brought him up there. He knocked Trady out and knocked him in the pool, and they outskirted him forever. But that's a real situation that we was up there, and he got there was about that life. I'm talking about niggas that look like Holyfield, Buster Douglas. I'm saying, Right. They made him an outcast to the group. Yeah, cause see, Trady, even though Shawdo was really banging with that life, Trady had all the homies. Trady got all the homies, man. Trady right now got all the homies from Insane Crip. All the little homies from Insane right now, he got them like where he can kick it, put them on, chill. He got the homies. Snoop don't got nobody respecting him from his hood. Situation that happened while we was at a pool party. And like, so real solid group, real solid friendship as the East Siders, but when the split came and there was dividends to be paid out, Snoop just locked up on that shit, and he didn't help. My homie, Big C-Dog from 20s, is really connected to Goldie Low, and they share each other's low riders, C-Dog from 20 Crip, and he would tell me a lot about, personally, I wasn't going to Goldie Low's house to hear it straight. You can go past Goldie Low's house anytime you want, but yeah, to hear it from my homie, Dogg, I understood Corey Hunter. I understood that Snoop had stiffed them. So anyways, they trying to beat on his door, get his attention, to get the money, and he just cut him straight off, ignored him. Goldie Loc ain't gonna really go bust a grape about nothing. And here it is, Trady is out there really living that life. So I'm gonna explain 3 shootings that Trady was involved in. Well, 2 was against the same person. One, y'all should know, he went up there and shot up Snoop's studio/home in San Dimas, Diamond Bar, San Dimas. So here it is, they're both out there starving. They don't got no money, they don't got no assets. Goldie Loc and Trady. So Trady in the hood, like trying to pull strings with the homies, get them rapping, and maybe a little hustling. But he's really doing bad. He's getting into conflict with Rowan 20 Crips, other from Snoop Hood. And this dude his name is Smitty. His name is Smitty from Rowan 20 Crips. So he getting into it with Smitty. At the same time, the shooting's going to go down. So what happened before he actually went up there and shot up at Snoop's house/studio, wherever it was at, it's a real story. Snoop didn't snitch on him. He shot and tried to shoot Smitty on 7th in Nebraska at a strip mall. Then a couple days went by. This is all happening like in 1 to 2 weeks. So Trady catch Smitty on some gangbanging shit and try to serve him at the dry cleaners, at this little strip mall. He missed him. So a couple days later, he catch Smitty on 17th and Alamitos. And he tried to serve him again. He missed him. So now the police is involved. And someone's putting his name out there that he's the one that was shooting the gun on 7th Street, which they caught him on cameras on that one. At the strip mall, they caught Trady on camera. So then there's another shooting, but now the hood is kind of like someone's talking. Yeah, Trady, let me get it right. 17th and King, across the street from Poly High School. So then he goes up there to Snoop house and does that. But the reason that Trady actually went to jail was because of the other two shootings. Snoop didn't snitch on him. There's an interview though, because I was in prison and I was like trying to find out what the hell was going on. I had a mislap and I had to go.
Still wasting time and money looking for a linen supply company, uniform service, or commercial laundry?
And it was recorded, and he's saying, yeah, Snoop did this, Snoop did that. So I don't know if anybody ever heard that little interview right there. It was a phone call interview while Trady was in jail. But Trady was probably just hot and just mad at the man, put a little salt on him. But the bottom line, Snoop never snitched on Trady about coming up to his house. He never gave the police any information. Trady actually went to jail for 2 other shootings. I know personally from people speaking on him, from Insanes. That's why I want to give you the credibility about my connection to the Rolling 20 Crips. From the Insanes to the Long Beach Rolling 20 Crips, I say probably about 75%. If they ever catch him, they're going to want to try to do harm to him. But I have to go back, and I think I can do this.
Yeah, go. You got enough time.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so we go back. Let's rewind it to the 1990s. You got to remember, I was in prison for a very long time.
I'm listening.
That newspaper clipping is from 1992. The newspaper clipping is from 1992, where when they was basically I was in prison for 4 years. So let me just go ahead and do this. I can rewind. So imagine when Snoop first comes out with Dr. Dre, right? He's popping. What did he come out with? Other groups that came out with him would have been Warren G, Nate Dogg.
213.
Yeah. The Twins, 213, the Dove Shack, Big C style, writing music, Little C style, rapping. Let me keep going. So, okay, you got that. So when that group and those groups were all popping at once in the 90s, Snoop was able to maneuver through the neighborhood because he was fresh and he had a couple of leeches. Let me just call them leeches. You feel me? So he had a couple of leeches that was leeching on his pocket because he was never a known factor in the LBC. He was never known for putting in work. He had a short time with I guess the hustle, slaying a couple rocks, went to camp, and that reached stardom. You feel me?
Right.
And it was up under that whole scenario of making money and being famous. So when all that was popping, yeah, he was in the hood throwing pool parties, throwing cookouts and all that, but he had some soldiers that was leeching on to him, and I'm going to say one is Little Swoop, Young Swoop. Young Swoop was a guy that was very serious in the neighborhood. He's on death row right now. If anyone want to check this up, Long Beach Rolling 20 Crip, Swoop. He's on death row right now. Well, anyways, before he caught that case, he had 2 murders where he went to court and beat them. He went crazy on some Mexicans one day and shot 4 people, killed 2. So he's on death row right now. Wow. That was Snoop's buddy like this. So when Snoop was in the hood and people didn't really agree with him, when you have a person like Swoop on your side and then Swoop have little homies, no one's going to really want to touch you. So I'm just going from that part right there. So having Swoop as your homie, ain't nobody going to try to fuck with you, trust me. So then the next person after that comes along is Big Reese Cup. I don't know if anybody know Big Reese Cup. You look that name up. So Big Reese Cup is the leader of Rolling 20 Crips. He was down for a whole bunch of years. Swoop is gone. And when Cup come home, and I'm going to tell you the reason why is Flossie is locked up. These are leaders. These are leaders of the Rolling 20 Crips. So Catman's locked up, and Cup is up on his wing. So if you go to a song called G'd Up from the East Siders, you'll see Cup in that giving orders and all this type of shit, pulling strings. Well, he was like his security, his crew was his entourage, and no one would dare fuck with Snoop while Cup was around. Now, Cup catch this case and go away probably in 2000. Now, remember this. This is last time Snoop gonna have some real people press him. Hey, man, you need to do this. You claiming Rolling 20 Crip. You need to look out for the little homies like this. Cup was taking people to Snoop house when the little homies came out that were up under Cup's wing. Cup would take them up to Snoop house and say, hey, cuz, you got to give them a job. No, you got to give them $2,000. Each homie that came up under Cup, up under all little homies, we have to get $2,000 or a job with his clothing. You feel me? So when Cup caught that big ass case in 2000, Snoop pulled away. This is where he comes in with getting the security from Insane. So here it is. You got Swoop, you got and you got the whole 20 Crip just surrounding this nigga. Hey, hey, this is the homie, he coming through. The homies making him come through, something like that. So when Cup get arrested from 2000 all the way 2016, he don't have no pressure of no one telling him, hey, cuz, you gotta come through. Hey, you gotta look out for the homies. You gotta toss me this. You gotta toss me that. He doesn't have that. So that's where he breaks away from the hood a little bit more, because all them dudes was just in his pocket. So then now I'm coming up to Flossie. When 2016 came, Big Catman came home. So when Big Catman came home, an image and a personality just like Cup, Snoop was going to have to meet Catman. Snoop was going to have to meet this man in 2016. This is a real OG. You get what I'm saying? So when he came home, he met, and what happened? Okay, slow down. When Cup went to jail, that's when he embraced the homies from Insane to be a security. My homie Mooch, my homie Papa, Big Papa, my homie Lil Nut, and Dirty Red. You gotta remember, when I mention those names, up under those dudes from Insane, got a whole bunch of little other homies. So really now, as Snoop is pushing his program through the hood from 2000 to 2016, you feel me? From 2000 to the time he got arrested at the airport with that baton and his little Cup. Cup was pressuring this dude, coming up his house, getting money, getting everything he wanted, making sure Snoop came to the hood, making sure Snoop accepted the homies and them coming up there. Because it was a time when Snoop was in the game early, and you would have a demo, but little homies. The reason why we don't have no talent, and you see the Long Beach movement come out at the same time he's getting pressured. The reason why you don't have no homies that come up from the hood like Master P put people on, Puffy Combs put people on. So when he was younger, people would go up there to Priority Records, Interscope, whatever. You didn't have emails and shit. You had to go up there and take your demos. Well, they would call Snoop. They would go up there and say, hey, man, I'm part of Warren G. I'm part of Nate Dogg. You feel me? But then when they give Snoop the word, Snoop be like, nah, kid, don't want to get put on. So when he was working with Nate Dogg and Warren G, especially, they be in the hood. When he was working with Nate Dogg and Warren G, people would go up there to Priority and Interscope and say, hey, man, I'm Nate Dogg, homie. I'm Warren G homie. They still couldn't get on without Snoop approval. So I'm just trying to tell you, I know I'm all over the place. There's a lot of reasons why people don't like Snoop, because he held us down. There's a lot of people that had talent all through the 90s besides the East Siders, besides the Twins, besides the Dove Shack, besides the C-Style and Little C-Style. You feel me? But going back to the Baton situation.
Baton was in
Mooch, Dirty Red, Little Nut, and Big Papa. Real niggas, man, that had his back. So he wouldn't have to worry about nothing. When he was going through that shit with Death Row, Suge, when he was going through that shit with Suge, and Suge was throwing all these threats when he got out of prison, he didn't have nothing to worry about with them dudes, trust me. I'm talking about just well-built, well-skilled.
Because Snoop was glorified, but he was scared.
He was petrified. Let me just tell you this. When that shit was going on with Suge, we were kind of like, okay, when these niggas going to hit a block? When these niggas, he was supposed to send people to the hood, Suge. But we was like, when is somebody, some off-brand finna come from Compton, some Bloods, and try to serve us over Snoop? But Snoop was really scared. But one thing was sure, Snoop had some real security between 2000, from the time Cup went to jail, if y'all ever looked that up. That when you see the video, you see the connection with Cup, if you learn it, no one was going to fuck with Snoop while nobody would dare from Insane or 20s fuck with Snoop while Cup was here. It wasn't going to happen. It's a very dangerous situation. He raised a whole bunch of killers in that life, man. You got fakes, and then in every hood, you got fake and you got real. You got fake and you got real, man. And so let's say 2016, he gets that. He has to let go of those security guards. Me and Mooch.
No, it said
2016, he was in jail way before Snoop even became famous. He's going to come see Snoop. So when he came out and Snoop met him, hooked him up, gave him money, gave him a G-ride, just hooked him up totally. Now Snoop is in the atmosphere of having to deal with the Crips again. You feel me? Because here it is, Catman is taking homies to his house or trying to have Snoop come down, and they having meetings with Snoop. You see what I'm saying? So what happened was, that little bit was going on in 2016. Flossie has been one to eat. Flossie and them came up with this idea and said, here it is, from my perspective. You done sung this music from the East Siders. You done influenced our youth to go out and murder each other. If you listen to the East Siders, that's some real shit. That's some real banging music. He's very talented, you feel me, to spit that type of shit without even...
And Trady is, you know how to rap, though. So shout out to Trady.
Yeah, Trady's real, man. Trady's super real in the streets, super real at the mosque, super real in the streets right now, trying to help people out. You feel me? He portrayed that image in his videos right now because that's what that life is about. You know, trying to get money. He's a Muslim. He's not trying to be out there gangbanging and shooting at people like he was. You feel me? But anyways, yeah, Flossie was more just trying to leech off the man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He stopped the life. Dogg, Trent, and Catman. Here it go. When you got Flossie standing up there by himself, then you see another video at VIP with Flossie standing by a dude named Ollie Dogg. The people that was real soldiers back in the day when I was a little homie, Catman, Dogg, and Trent. So he links up with Dogg just to make some more like peer pressure type shit that want to hurt Snoop. There's a lot of people because they don't understand, man. That's just a grown man. He's a character. He's an actor. He's a performer. And what I would tell Snoop, and I sent the message many times, hey man, take the colors off. Stop yelling 20 Crip. Take the colors off. Stop representing 20 Crip. You know, like once I denounced myself, I went through shit getting out the hood. And he would go through it, I think some, but they can't never reach the man. But anyways, yeah. There was a time that Snoop was really in the hood, catering to us in the 90s, barbecues, cookouts. Yeah, come to his house. I've been to his house, the pool party in Claremont. I've been up to his house. My homie Dude, who you seen on the clip, was like, hey, Reg, don't go up there. Don't go up there. No, I wanted to go up there. So, you know, I went up there, and mainly, you know, Snoop had all white people in the house. And all the homies kicked it outside. It's a real story. You know, my homeboy Shaw Dog, I'm saying, he fought Trady at one of the pool parties and knocked Trady out. You know, Lil Habdid was always pressured by Nate Dogg. So you see Lil Habdid always kicking it with Snoop. But when Nate Dogg was around and Snoop and them had business, hey, cuz you better not bring Lil Habdid around us. So Big Habdid, rest in peace, was my best friend, and Lil Habdid.
So,
my first homie that rest in peace, Big Habdid, is dead, and his little homie, his brother took that name, right? But was a weenie to the gang. Right. So I was in prison, and didn't know that when I was going to go in this day room that Habdid was going to be there. I mean, we feuding with them. You didn't come and meet with us from Insane or 20s. You grabbed a little homie from Insane. You grabbed a little homie from 20s. You grab about 5 niggas from West Coast, rolling 80s. You grab like 5 niggas from the Carmelitos on the north side. We don't get along with them. Who gave permission for Snoop to do that? And it was a failed project. That's his way of saying, hey, I'm helping the hood now. When the homies was going up to Priority Records in Interscope, you was shitting on them. You would tell Nate Dogg and Warren G, cuz I put you on this shit. You better not put nobody on another track. You better not help nobody out. You better not give nobody no credentials. He did that. I always think about Tupac right now. If Tupac wouldn't have been murdered, and y'all could maybe agree, right? If Tupac wouldn't have been murdered, can you imagine how many people would have been put on? It's to put on.
Remember that line?
Let me go back to my old thinking, because I was the one that was out there saying, hey man, this nigga need to cater to the hood. As I grow up, I realized that, you know, again, you cannot have this man coming through, dropping you racks and you going out buying weed. It's called some type of criminal shit, you know what I mean? But we believe, I'm just going to say on the old Reg Low side of the game. I mean, you know, you see Nipsey help out. You see Jam Master Jay keep one foot in the hood and have the studio and be a part of the community and, you know, and help out. You see real shit. You see YG helping out. And that's like, I don't know how you help out. I don't know how you do it, putting people on with the music. I don't know. You see the game helping out. And I don't know, just from my point of view on the old school, living that life and seeing my homies die from that shit. A lot of my homies died from that side. We was all one gang. Long Beach Rolling 20 Insane Crip gang. You got Trady Hood, Did he say now? You got Snoop Hood. You got Nate Dogg Hood, 19th Street. But we were all one. It's school 19th Street. It used to be Long Beach, Wrong 20, Insane Crip Gang. I don't know, man. It just seemed like my homies that died and we out there representing this shit and we listening to the East Siders. And here it is, you ain't coming through. Like, you ain't coming through. Like, you feel me? Like, you ain't coming through. That's all. That's my old way. That's my old way of thinking. And you ain't coming through doing that. But, yeah, me looking now, I don't think he owe nobody. I don't think he should give anything to Flossie. He came down here and tried that East Side movement, the East Side, the Long Beach movement. If anybody heard of the Long Beach movement, where he went and got the North Side against the North Side, the East Side, and the West Side and brought them together. No one gave him permission to do that. I'm speaking on my old way, not my Muslim way. You know how many times I had to battle niggas in prison from the West Side and the North Side? Who gave you the authority to say, cuz, it's going to be a Long Beach movement? And you got Jabba Low. You got niggas ever heard that Snoop knew that was actually going to take place or Snoop had any part of it? We never heard that. That would have been something we would have heard, you know?
Right.
Like, we would have heard that. Like, that would have been something we would have gossiped about, talked about. But, yeah, I want to say something real quick. It's not really about that life. The only message I can tell y'all as we get into this interview, what can benefit Snoop, is that he denounced his hood, denounced the colors, stop wearing the colors, stop throwing up 20 Crip, stop wearing the colors, and then maybe people won't look at you and depend on you coming through the hood to help out. You get what I'm saying? So the football team, oh yeah, but Snoop did the football team. But Snoop helped with the football team. You know how far that football team was away from the hood? And none of the mothers, the single mothers, the mothers that had 2 or 3 jobs, the mothers that didn't have transportation to go way out there. So, you know, I had a brother once tell me, hey man, I'm going to go to Skid Row and help like you help. I'm going to go to Skid Row and help like you help. It's dangerous to be out there helping. You got drug dealers, you got gang members. It's dangerous. But what he did, he helped in Hollywood, right? The main thing at the end of the day, he helped some poor people somewhere. Snoop football team helped the people way out and maybe only reached 1 or 2 of us. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I can give you the whole breakdown to like what happened, Mike, with how he developed in the 90s of being a Crip and able to be around what soldiers he had in his pocket that fell off, that gave other gang members access to get to him and want to harm him, to him even putting on my homies as security. Mooch, Big Mooch from Insane, Lil Nut from Insane, Big Papa from Insane, and Dirty Red from Insane, and many more. Why would Snoop have Insane Crips as his security and not his own homies? But at one time, they were his security. So anyways, I need to calm down, and maybe Mike can. Yeah. He was shot and killed 1995. So in Long Beach, what we have is Long Beach, what used to be, is Long Beach Throwing 20 Insane Crip Gang. So we were all one function. So